While looking back at the old classic Sonic games, even back then you can still feel themes of nature versus technology in the Sonic franchise, even in its earliest games. However, the main thing I want to focus on is its second game and the introduction of Tails. Tails will grow to become one of the most important characters in the whole Sonic franchise, but what he represents is a perfect balance between the two themes. Now, before I continue, I know this is a cringe YouTuber thing to do, but I'd like to ask that if you enjoy my content, please subscribe and like the video, or comment, or if you don't enjoy, comment down below your critiques, and I'll take them into mind, as I want to make my content the best I can for everyone who's watching. So if you have something that can help me make my content better for your viewing experience, then please let me know. And if you don't want to subscribe, that's fine, you don't have to, but yeah, thanks for taking a chance on the video. With that being said, let's get into it. Now, the Sonic franchise has never really been subtle about their stance on nature versus technology. However, the later games are more in your face about it. But with the classic games, it's more better really represented because it's not in your face without it. You can always just look at it as, oh, Robotnik's trying to conquer the world with his machines. But if you look and read in between the lines, you can see Sonic, a character of nature, going against a man who wants to roboticize everything and conquer the world using machines and make everything industrial. So the theme of nature versus technology was never really hidden. However, it definitely was more subtle in the classic games, unlike Forces when they just straight up say it and almost entirely ruined its meaning, but again, a video for another day. Now, if you flash forward to Tails' introduction in Sonic 2, and even his appearance in the later games, we get to see a whole new stance on the themes of nature versus technology, where it's no longer nature and technology battling it out. Tails is an in-between point, a stance where it's like technology is good if you use it in cahoots with nature. If you combine the two, it's better than to just pick one side. We can see that. While Robotnik's machines, he uses animals to fuel them. He completely disregards the world around him, and he only uses it as a means to fuel his own end. Tails' machines, however, they always are aided, either they're aided by animals with consent, and the animals agree to help, but most of Tails' inventions just doesn't use animals. They don't. They're just machines. He uses gadgets. He doesn't entirely he doesn't suppress the nature. Instead, he allows the nature to help it at its own pace. Now, I believe this middle ground is a genius thing to represent within the franchise that is all about nature versus technology. Tails is proof that, hey, technology isn't completely bad inherently. Technology is only bad when it's being used forcibly and to hurt the things around it and to use and harming nature. Ta Tail the introduction of Tails proves that technology isn't inherently bad. It's how you use it and it's how you work around it that can determine its use. For example, Tails's inventions help Sonic almost all the time they're used, whether it be saving Sonic or helping to fight alongside it. You can even see this theme in the design choices of Eggman's and Tails' tech. Eggman's tech is more darker colored, with dark reds and sharp angles. Tails' machines, however, are always lighter colors, mostly yellow because it's his signature, but Tails' colors are always lighter than Eggman's. You can see that because it's while Eggman is using his technology to suppress and control and force things to happen, Tails uses his technology to help, to aid, to heal. And it's that character contrast that makes Eggman and Tails' rivalry more more fitting. Tails and Eggman are the smartest characters in the entirety of the Sonic franchise. And it's their difference in ideals about how to go about using technology that makes their rivalry even more interesting. Eggman believes his intellect, his genius, is above everyone else's. He believes he is above everyone else, he's better than everyone else, and his machines are designed to enforce that. However, Tails doesn't, while he does acknowledge that he is smarter, he doesn't believe he's above everyone else. And instead, he uses the technology to raise everyone up with him so they can all work together to help everyone. It's that small difference that really shows that technology isn't inherently a bad thing if you use it for good purposes, and if the using of it doesn't hurt anyone. For that reason, it's That's the reason I believe Tails is one of the best characters in the Sonic franchise. He represents a perfect balance between technology and nature. He doesn't strictly rule by any one of them. He could easily make a machine to help him fly whenever he wanted, but instead he relies on his natural two tails that he was given at birth. While in his origin story, before he was saved by Sonic, he was picked on for his two tails, he doesn't automatically shun them and resort to his technology always. He allows it's his nature. His two tails are his nature, so he works with them and uses them to help people. That, but he also just doesn't disregard his intellect. He still uses his tech to aid him too. He uses both his nature and his tech, both to help people as much as he can. And for that reason, is why I believe he's the most balanced character in the Sonic franchise. He doesn't strictly uphold the one side of the nature versus technology argument. Instead, he takes both into account and uses them to help as many people as he can. And that makes him the most real character in the Sonic franchise. By real, I mean he doesn't strictly pick a side. He uses both to help as many people as he can, which is makes him one of the truest heroes in the entirety of the Sonic franchise. And it could even be argued he's even more of a hero than Sonic, not by his feats alone. Sonic definitely has the more heroic feats throughout the franchise. But Tails, on the other hand, but the one problem with Sonic is that he goes in too blindly. He doesn't think ahead. He believes that nature comes first. He's strong in his ideals and will always uphold them no matter what. Tails, however, has the intellect to look back at a situation, look at the entirety of it, and make a decision that works the best for everyone. While Sonic acts more rash, Tails thinks it through, and more often than not, that's why they work so well together. Tails and his foresight help Sonic to be a better hero. And it's for that reason that it could very well be argued that Tails is the best hero in the Sonic franchise. Now, if you agree, please like the video and subscribe. If you disagree, tell me in the comments below. I'm Cop with a Fin. I'll see you all tomorrow.